Hey YouTube, it's me again, Paul. Just got done with the video for my Gilson. She's right about to fire, but I figured in the meantime, while I'm waiting for that battery to charge, I'll do a video on this thing. This is a mini bike that my friends and I built. I mainly built it, but you know, I was over at a friend's of mine when I did it. This was going to have that 8.5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton that I got to rebuild. The frame's been modified, as you can tell, with these going in, because they did go from this point to here, and it just sucked when you're riding it. It was real wide. I'm 6 feet tall, and my legs would get chopped up when completely couldn't have your feet on the ground. But that's a back tire from Fleet Farm with a chain hub welded onto it, going to a pulley drive, that was supposed to go to that pulley on that motor. I am dyslexic, so when I did this, I did screw up with the big pulley and the little pulley. I was supposed to put the little pulley on this and the big pulley on that, but my dyslexia kicked in and I put them on backwards. That sucks, but what can you do? Now, this is all made out of bed frames except for this big 3-inch angle iron I bought for $25, 6 feet, cut it down to 3 feet each. So I just cut it in half, measured the width of that tire. See if I can get this correctly. Measured the width of the tire, added about 2-3 inches on each side. I can't remember. I think it came out to 18 inches total. And cut that bar and the one up there and try to square it up as best as I could. Those are the motor mounts overhanging the bigger piece, just in case, because the last motor mounts snapped off. We took this off a trailer, it dropped about 6 inches, and the motor, from the weight of that motor dropping, slammed down and snapped the welds. So I had to put new ones in. Like I said in the previous video, I found out, due to my shoddy ass welds, these are really bad welds. This is the first time I've welded in close to 5 years. I never used this kind of welder before, so kind of screwed up. Right there was a different clutch system, and surprisingly that was one of my best welds, so it was an utter pain in the ass to get off. That is the weld holding on the motor mount. As you can tell, it's just kind of like blobs. I had the speed way too high on the wire feed. This is the lower part for the front. That goes to the front end. That is my weld. My friend, who's a certified welder, said it's the worst welding job he's ever seen in his entire life. So, this is the welds on the pipe. The pipe welds are kind of okay. They're still crap. These are just brass bushings. They're not even designed for what I use them for. I have another set that I was going to use, but then decided not to. These are just basically poles, like pipes for airlines, and go down. And we utterly hacked the living crap. We cut it in half, slit it in half, cut one end off, and put a gouge in it to hold that bolt. And then we had to use all those. There is no bearings in here. And this shaft is 3 sizes too small. This is a wheel to a wheelbarrow. It's getting replaced if I ever keep this, or if I redesign it. This is going away, and I'm getting a different one for $5. It is solid. This part right there actually extends past this, and it's got built-in bearings. So I don't have to do any of this spacer shit to get past, because as you can tell, since the bushing isn't the right size, this moves and it rubs, and that's just a giant bolt. We literally put this thing together with crap we found laying around. The only stuff we had to buy for this was the wheelbarrow tire and that back tire. Virtually everything else, except for the chain as well, we had to buy a chain. It's a number 40 chain. Really good. We still have 9 feet worth of it, so if we ever need a chain drive for anything, we're using number 40, because I don't know what I could build personally that would break a number 40 chain. That tire we had to buy, and I bought this engine for approximately $50. It works beautifully, but like I said, the no spark plug, intake manifold wide open, throttle wide open, and no muffler on it when it was placed outside. She put a tarp on it. I forgot to say that in the last video. I don't want her getting mad at me, but she did put a tarp on the motor, mini bike, and tractor. So she did tarp it, but when she went to go bungee it onto the tractor or something, but she tried to secure it to the back end of the tractor and it came off, and it was just sitting in the front of the tractor. So the engine's full of shit. The gas tank's empty. The main part of the gas line is the wrong size. I bought the wrong size. I need one size smaller. And that engine barely fit in that frame. And I mean, that frame's almost 2 feet, no, 1.5 feet to 2 feet tall. So I mean, this thing is huge. And the motor barely fit. You had to take the spark plug out, and you couldn't have the gas tank mounted on it. We actually were mounting the gas tank right here. So the gas tank was right there. Yeah, was not the world's safest idea. So I was notified by my certified welder that I could take the bottom section, so it'd be, this would get cut off, that would get cut off, there and there, and everything above that comes off and gets thrown away, and we could restart from the base. The motor mounts could get re-welded very easily because they're only welded one side. That would probably stay for the chain drive, or that would come out as well. We would put in an actual jack shaft going across. We'd probably cut out this bar, put in a normal jack shaft going to the engine. Then we would take it and go from here and here and have a center bar. Have the center bar come up to our height and have the two ends come up to it. It's one center bar here that will then angle up and go to there. So the top will be one bar, just chopped and welded a little like a normal motorcycle. And she would have a support bar there and a support bar there. And then we would just have to re-weld these in. And this would all get redone. And the forks would have to be replaced because my fear is we have a lot of bounce in the bars. So I would have to cut them and replace them, because I think those bars are going to fail if we hit a bump. I'm thinking about getting some box steel and go down, get some flat steel to go like that, go back up and put a little spring in so we have a little bit of suspension. Back suspension I'm not too worried about. So yeah, that's the mini bike. We're debating on what to do with it. We might do this, or we might just scrap it and keep the parts for something. Our main concern yet again is the Gilson. It's my hope to get it running. I'm going to put a snowplow in the front of it. Anything else, I don't know. So stay tuned. If you want to watch any of the builds, once again, rate, comment, subscribe. If you don't want to leave it, if you don't really like the video, leave a nasty comment. I mean, I just want to know what your feedback is. Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think what I'm doing is like utterly stupid? Do you think I should just throw the motor in it, hook the belt up, and just drive into a tree with it and kill myself? No, I can't do that. But just leave me a comment so I can see what you think. Alright, talk to you guys later. Bye.